Well, thank you for the introduction. I mean, this is such an enormous subject, difficult subject, because obviously I believe passionately in the importance of the arts and education and what their role is, both in education and socially. To me, the arts are the most important way in which a person learns about themselves. Art is I always say that art is not a subject. Art history is a subject. Art isn't a subject. Art is a way of understanding the world, of looking at the world. And in doing so, particularly in the actual practice of art, of making something, no matter how modest or how simple it is, whether it's by a child or a grown-up, a professional artist or an interested amateur, there is a self-discovery that is unlike anything else that happens as soon as you are involved in actually engaging, and that's whether, and I'm not just talking about the visualize, I'm talking about whether it's music, whether you're learning a musical instrument, playing a musical instrument, dance, the theater, all of these things engage a person in understanding themselves. And what's also very striking about the arts is they are also so profoundly social. They don't make sense if they're just private. It's so deeply private in where their resource and where they come from. But unless they operate as a shared facility for everybody, it is the work is not complete. There has to be somebody there to whom it speaks. And it seems to me that what's happened in education, when I first came to Britain in 1966, I was astonished by the level of art education in Britain, the number of art schools, the quality of the art schools, the quality of art education astounded me. And the level of the way the arts were taught in state schools everywhere across the country, I was absolutely amazed. And I cannot say that today. The opposite is true. These things have been stripped away from the education system at virtually every level. And, Britain has enjoyed for quite a number of years a very high reputation creatively. That did not happen overnight. That did not happen just in the moment when it appeared publicly. It took 20 years, 30 years. It took 2 generations, 3 generations to produce the creative world that we've known. And if the education is not there, if the roots of this are dying, there won't be that. And it's not because the British are good at it. It's got nothing to do with that. It has to do with what you put in. You get out what you put in. And if we don't do this for our children, grandchildren, for young people, then the future creatively for Britain, which is one of Britain's most amazing, because there is an aspect of British character which one has to say is, could we use the word stroppy? This is actually a very useful creative tool if it's used correctly. And it suits the British. And so this is but it has to be given voice. It has to have to find creative foundations in order to be acted upon.
Thank you.